Instruction on walking meditation. Vipassana meditation practice can be accomplished adopting various postures: standing, sitting, walking, eating, lying down, etc. It can be practiced at any time. The most common postures are sitting and walking. People usually start with sitting and alternate it with walking. Unlike sitting, in walking meditation, you keep your eyes open. This is closer to how we would be doing things in our working life. If you master walking meditation, you will be able to apply it to your working day and thereby improve general awareness in daily life. Similar to choosing breathing in and out as our primary object in sitting meditation, the primary object in walking meditation is the movement of our feet, lifting and placing. Contemplating lifting as we lift our foot off the ground, and placing as we place it on the ground. However, we must not look at our feet. We look straight ahead, downward, at an angle of 40 degrees or 3 meters. This is to help us avoid the obligation of making an eye contact with other people. If we look straight down, too close to our feet, we may become dizzy and are unable to develop concentration. If we look too far ahead, we will not be able to develop contemplation, as there will be many distractions. The hands may be clasped together either in front or at the back, or folded in front of the chest. They must not be swung by the sides. You then walk slowly, much slower than usual speed, as if you are a patient, noting lifting, placing, lifting, placing until you reach the end of the path. Now stop, noting stopping, 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 and then turn back slowly, observing turning, turning, turning. Stand for a while to make a mental note of standing, standing, standing. Then slowly start walking again, noting lifting, placing, lifting, placing, lifting, placing. At the beginning, the distance must not be less than 10 paces or more than 30 paces. It is preferred that one chooses to make between 20 and 30 paces if possible. If it's too short, your mind will tend to wander and you may feel frustrated. If the pace is too long, you will have difficulty developing concentration. After walking like this back and forth for about 5 or 6 rounds, you add another primary object, lifting, forward, placing. Forward means, you put your foot forward. Then as you are about to turn, you note the intention to turn. Intention, intention, intention. Turning and standing should be observed as described earlier. However, this time, before you lift your feet, please note intention to do so, saying in mind, intention, 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 and then proceed with lifting forward and placing. In other words, at this stage, in addition to lifting forward and placing, you have to add intention to turn, intention to lift your feet. The intention to turn and the intention to lift your feet are mental objects. Lifting forward and placing are physical objects. If during your walking you hear a sound, you stop and note hearing 3 or 4 times. You stop only when the sound becomes so overwhelming. Otherwise, you don't have to. Likewise, if a numbness or pain develops, stop and note it 3 or 4 times. If a thought enters your mind, stop and note thinking, and then continue walking. The speed at which you walk is decided by you to suit your own need. You will discover your own pacing as you make an effort to discover your correct posture in sitting. Ways to observe sensation and thoughts are almost the same in sitting meditation. However, one does not contemplate as seeing what is on the path in the walking meditation. Instead, you keep bare attention on the movement of the feet as the primary object. Some people find walking meditation easier. People should be encouraged to do it more, as it is the first step towards achieving general mindfulness in daily life. Walking meditation helps to balance many things. As concentration improves, there comes a time when one should begin to increase observing the moving of the feet in more details. Nevertheless, to avoid the pressure of having to cope with too much detail before one is ready for it, one should only increase in observing movements in detail with the approval of the teacher. The teacher would advise when one should indeed direct the mind from merely focusing on the walking to focusing on things of a more investigative nature.